What's the difference between an email that gets results and an email that gets left unread? Well, that's the question we're going to answer in this video, taking a deep dive into the 5 top tips for emails that convert. From email design to copywriting tips and schedule regularity, let's take a jump in and get you sending emails that don't just look great, but get results. Tip number 1, simple email design and clear-cut call to actions. Simplicity and clarity is the winning formula when it comes to high converting emails. You only need to run a quick Google, or preferably Ecosia search, and you'll find literally millions of options and ideas for email templates. But although it can be tempting to cram as much information, images, and call to action buttons into your campaign, keep coming back to our winning formula: simplicity and clarity. So instead of opting for an email that reads more like an ancient scroll, go for simple design layout and one clear-cut call to action per campaign. A beginner design layout you can easily get started with today would be the following: header, image, text, call to action button, and supporting quote. Simple as that. Give your users the information they need and direct them straight to that key action. No fluff, no faff. Not only that, but you'll also be sending lighter emails, an extra win for digital sustainability. Tip number 2, subject line and preview text. All marketers are of course aware of the importance of an optimized subject line. Just like your email design layout, subject lines should be simple and concise, as well as avoiding all the common subject line spam triggers. Think outside the box a little. Instead of a subject line like open now, time limited 10% discount inside, which is all kinds of triggering, try something more like a small gift inside for you, first name. That's concise, enticing, and personalized to the recipient. Much better. But even if you've got a cracking subject line, don't forget to give as much time and thought to your preview text. Subject lines are a great start, but preview texts are equally important to users scanning through their inboxes, deciding which emails to open. The preview text needs to be relevant to the subject line, so the two flow naturally together. And so, using our existing subject line, we could combine this with a preview text, our way of saying thank you. And there you have it. Simple, friendly, enticing, and most of all, human. No exclamation marks or spam words needed. Tip number 3, optimize for mobile. Imagine the scenario. You spend weeks crafting an amazing email campaign on your desktop and get it sent out to your user list. You sit back and wait for the results to roll in, only for your colleague to hand you their phone with your email opened. You scroll through, only to realize with horror that the images and texts are all jumbled up. You forgot to preview your campaign for mobile devices. With an estimated 50 to 60% of email opens coming from a mobile device, you absolutely need to make sure each and every email is optimized for mobile. So before sending out your next campaign, do check the preview mode for mobile too, and ensure the layout appears exactly how you intend it to. Otherwise, you could end up with a poor performing campaign. Tip number 4, segmented audience. Once you've built an amazing email campaign, it can be really tempting to want to spread the word as far and wide as possible. But in 2025, it's crucial to avoid the temptation to blast the same messaging out across your entire email user list. Why is that? Well, if you send emails which aren't relevant to where users are in their inbox journey with you, you're more likely to see higher unsubscribe rates. This is simply because, as humans, we're designed to only take interest in something which we feel is relevant to us. So if you send campaigns to the wrong segment, you're only clogging up their inbox. Instead, segment your audience according to their persona, interests, or stage in your marketing funnel. For an easy example, if you have an upcoming event in London and half of your contacts are based in the UK and half in the rest of Europe, don't send to all of your contacts, send only to those who you know live in the country. That way you don't send irrelevant messaging and risk getting struck off. Tip number 5, optimized and consistent sending schedule. Now, I don't know when the best time is for you to send out your newsletter campaigns. Only you know your audience well enough for that. So do some testing. Once you've found that sweet spot, make sure you stick to that schedule religiously. As humans, we're creatures of habit. We like things to be expected and regular. So if you're running a newsletter, make sure you stick to a consistent, optimized sending schedule. Whether that's a B2C newsletter with discount offers at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, or a B2B industry news roundup on a Tuesday morning, find your schedule and stick to it. This means your users know when to anticipate your emails and to be ready to open and engage with your campaigns. Bonus tip: spring cleaning. As a bonus suggestion, always keep a BDI on your bounce rate. And to ensure it stays healthy, why not set yourself a schedule for clearing out your email list? Email lists do not age like fine wine. Over time, bounce rates increase as people ditch their inboxes or stop engaging with your content. And so on a monthly or quarterly cadence, pull together a list of users who've bounced from 4 to 5 recent campaigns and export, then delete them from your list. This will ensure you keep your bounce rate healthy, which is so important for the quality of your long-term email deliverability and also saves the energy of sending unnecessary emails. So there it is, 5 and a bit tips on how to send emails that convert for 2025. I hope you found this content helpful. If you have any questions about creating your next email campaign, please reach out to us at hello@ecosend.io. The team and I will be happy to help. Thanks again so much for watching.